What is going on YouTube? Kevin here, better known around these parts of the internet as Kacher93. I wanted to make a video for you guys to just kind of wrap things up for a lack of a better word or better phrasing, I guess. So let's just kind of get right into it. So a few days ago, the Universal Pen Spinning Board, also known as UPSB, just released this announcement on their social media, their Facebook and their Twitter, saying that UPSB has come to an end. Thank you for the support over the years. It's been a wondrous journey. We hope to cross paths again someday. Until then, sayonara. So this is obviously UPSB saying that it's done, it's come to its end, and if you try to go to upsb.info, you'll see that the servers are no longer online, the forum board is no longer there. And so I just wanted to make this video to kind of like commemorate, I guess, UPSB and all that the pen spinning community has done for me and what it's meant for me, and kind of explain like what's been going on these past few years what's been going on these past few years with me, specifically regards to pen spinning, and then I guess a little bit more of what's next, I guess, since that has come to an end. So I started pen spinning in 2007. It's been a long journey. It's been over 10 years since I started pen spinning. And needless to say, a lot can happen in 10 years to a person, to a hobby, to a community. Again, a lot of things can happen over the course of 10 years, 11 years now, I guess. And so I started picking up pen spinning because one of my friends in, I guess at that time, middle school, started teaching me pen spinning. He was in my school. We were friends. He was pen spinning. His name's Stormcan1, in case you guys ever knew about that or heard about that. I did a collab with him, I think, a little while ago. Not a little while ago, a long while ago. I released a collaboration video with him. He was a great spinner, and he got me into it, really. And so ever since that, he's been teaching me some things, and then I went to UPSB. I went to YouTube to try to learn more on my own. And then I ran across ASO. I think only the OG people of pen spinning will basically know who he is, because he eventually shut his channel down. But he was a left-handed pen spinner who would have like a little insert on like the bottom like right-hand side of his videos that would be like in a reversed. So yeah, reversed across the horizon, so that if you were right-handed, you could still follow along in case that didn't make sense to you of how you could translate it from left hand to right hand. And then I saw his videos and I thought, his videos, they helped me with pen spinning, but I thought that I could help people also. And because I'm right-handed, and because I also had the knack for teaching, and I also had the passion for teaching, and I guess the equipment at the time, even though it was a little bad, to say the least, I thought that I could contribute to the community and give back. So I started making tutorials, again, just from my passion for pen spinning at the time, and also my passion for teaching people. Content creation was just a way that I could merge those two things together. So I knew how to pen spin. Pen spin is a very visual thing in terms of like just everything, right? You learn it visually, you present it visually. It's a very visual art, if you want to call it that. And so I started making videos, and then I just kind of made them thinking that they might help like, a handful of people. But apparently over 40,000, almost 50,000 of you guys thought that they were helpful, thought that they were good, and you thought that my videos were awesome. And you guys have viewed my videos over 10 million times, which is a really cool stat line. And I definitely never thought that, these like kind of like, I guess, colloquially seen as nerdy activity or hobby would get so much attention on the internet. So I thank each and every one of you guys for supporting me, whether or not you guys are a subscriber, whether or not you guys are just a viewer and haven't subscribed, whatever it is. You guys have helped at least foster like my content creation side and helped it grow when I was at least in the younger years of pen spinning. And kind of what happened with that was I started releasing videos like crazy in the beginning just because I had nothing better to do. I was in like 7th grade in 2007, so you guys can figure out how old I am now. But I was young, I had nothing better to do, and I thought, cool, I can learn this cool hobby, I can teach other people how to do this cool hobby, and maybe, share in the community that really enjoyed pen spinning. And that's exactly what happened. That's what UPSB helped facilitate, and I'm really glad that UPSB was around. I met a lot of great people through it. I was able to do a lot of cool things with it in terms of like being on teams and competing in tournaments, and just being able to experience and share with other people my thoughts on pen spinning. It was really cool, and I'm really glad that, again, UPSB was around when it was. And it was really cool just because, like, every it seemed like every other country outside the United States had their own, or at least the major pen spinning communities outside of the United States had their own board. You know, Germany had one, France had one, like Japan has one, China and Thailand. Like all those people have like their own pen spinning boards, and it's really cool that UPSB brought them all together. That's what Universal is supposed to mean, right? Just like everyone can access it, everyone can use it, everyone was there, and it was cool. You would see like pen spinning like pros is what you would call it, people who compete in like the World Cup and the World Tournaments for pen spinning. You would see the people who are featured in like Japan, montages that would release on Christmas of every year. It was really, really cool. You had the shout box where you just chat with a bunch of random people, make a bunch of jokes, send what were like the precursor to memes. Like it was just a really cool spot. So again, shout out to all those people who were supporting UPSB over the years. And thank you for all the people who, I guess, went to UPSB and then came and found my videos. And thank you for all the people who like referenced my videos to those people on UPSB. I never actually saw that happen, but I'm pretty certain that it did happen at least once or twice, minimum, So all these videos and all this stuff eventually started tapering off around the time when I was transitioning from high school to college in around 2012. So when I went to college, I expected and wanted to continue spinning. I wanted to continue to get better, and I planned to even somehow make it work that I would release tutorials while I was in college. And I think I sort of did that like freshman year, first year, but what ended up happening was I hit a really hard depressive episode in college, like sophomore and junior year, and maybe even like tail end of freshman year. Like a majority of my college was spent in a very hard depressive episode. And, thankfully I'm out of it now. But back then it was just like very, very difficult for me to do anything. Like I was in college, I was there. I was, there to be a student, to learn. And I was having a hard time doing just that. I'd have a hard time sleeping, didn't eat very well. Like depression as it strikes. And this is kind of, I guess, relevant because World Mental Health Day was a few days ago. But that sort of thing just incapacitates you. If any of you guys have ever struggled with depression, you guys kind of know where I'm coming from. But for those of you guys who have been, I guess, fortunate enough to not have experienced that, it's just a debilitating mental illness that just like drains all of your energy and drains all of your interest and passion. That's like one of the actually like symptoms of depression. You can tell if someone, not really tell, but like you can have if someone experiences a sudden loss of interest in something they were once really passionate about, it's kind of tied to depression in many cases, or it can be tied to it. So that's exactly what happened to me. Depression set in. I lost all interest in everything. Even, again, doing the things I was supposed to be doing as a student became very hard for me. Just like studying, the will to do whatever. I just wanted to sleep all of my days. And as a result of that, pen spinning definitely took a way back burner, and I just kind of tapered off ever since. Now, after I left that depressive episode in college, I kind of got the energy back again and sort of the passion again to, I guess, leave behind a legacy. And the way that manifested was my remastered tutorials. A lot of you guys know and appreciated the fact that I went back, looked at my original tutorials, the ones that were shot on a really crappy point and shoot camera at 15 frames per second, right? Or maybe it was 30 frames per second. I forget which camera I used, but I know that I had a digital camera that shot 15 frames per second. I wasn't sure if I thought that was passable. I don't think I did. But crappy point and shoot, 640 by 480 resolution back in the day, because HD was a commodity back then. Looked at those videos, realized I never had a microphone, and thought that, man, these are really, really crappy videos. This will not stand up against the test of time. So I went back. I got the passion to go back and do some content creation after college had ended. And I went back, did those remastered videos, and that was awesome. You guys received it very well. And again, thank you very much for the support of those videos. I guess it's a good time now to say that I have 3 more that I haven't actually released yet. They have been uploaded and they've been sitting in my YouTube inventory basically for the past year, August 27th, I think, of last year. So it's been over a year since I've had this on there, and I just never realized that they were there. I either forgot about them or whatever. I guess I thought that I still had them on my computer and had to upload them, and I just didn't do that. But apparently I had uploaded them and just never made them public. So alongside this vlog, or whatever you want to call it, this video, I'm going to be releasing those 3 videos. But those are the last 3 videos that I have. At least that I'm 99% sure those are the last videos I have. There's a 1% chance that on my hard drive somewhere I have a bunch of videos and a bunch of voiceovers that I can cut together and make more videos. If that is the case, I promise I will get those videos out. But again, very slim chance. I just think that it's possible that somehow it slipped through the cracks. I have all this footage that I just never cut together. But from my memory, I don't remember making any more videos besides the ones that I am going to be releasing again alongside this video. And a lot of you guys, if you guys watch, I guess this, or if you watch my tutorials first and then watch this video, you'll be like, he's back or whatever. But realistically, I'm not. I'm sorry. I wish I could be the content creator that could just produce videos whenever you guys wanted to. And I wish I could produce on a super consistent schedule. But the fact of the matter is, with pen spinning and with any sort of hobby, I guess, it's difficult to kind of make videos every single day or every X time period, just because there's a limit to how much you know, right? Like there's a limit to how many pen spinning tricks that I know, and therefore there's a limit to how many videos I can release teaching each of those tricks. And that's something I tried to convey in comments in past vlogs, but I think it got lost in those vlogs. Hopefully you guys will watch this video through its end, just because this is probably going to be one of the last videos I post on this channel. But all that being said, like, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbled, right? I slowed down making YouTube videos, and then I thought remaster would be a good idea, so that the people who were coming into pen spinning as like new, fresh people, they would have some like nice, high quality and HD resolution videos to reference and to learn from. And hopefully I could leave my legacy as at least being like somewhat consistent and somewhat caring about the people who were still going to be coming in after me in terms of the community. I know that there were some other people who started eventually making tutorials and quote unquote picking up my slack. But, you know, and those guys are probably doing a great job. They're probably serving the community as well. I just don't know about them because I've been so distanced from the community for a long time. I guess I stopped really pen spinning in like 2014, so like 4 years ago even, and I still have the muscle memory. I can still do some stuff, but I'm not nearly as good as I was back in my peak when I was like, you know, 20 or 2009 2010, like two or 3 years into pen spinning. I'm never going to probably progress past that point. And all this being said, just kind of lost passion for the hobby, right? I just lost passion for pen spinning. This kind of also again happened in the time in college when I struggled with depression. Just lost the passion for it, and then it never came back, right? So it's kind of an unfortunate series of events that happened, and I'm really sorry. Again, I wish I could create things whenever you guys wanted me to. I wish I could learn like the power pass. I wish I could learn like multiple busting so I could teach you guys, but I never learned those things, and therefore I can never make videos on those things. And I'm not going to try to spoof making videos of things that I don't know. That just makes you a fool, and that just makes me look stupid. So not going to try even do that. And yeah, so that's kind of like the long drawn out explanation of kind of how like this whole thing has progressed for me. So again, big shout outs to UPSB and all the cool people that I've met through that, to be able to foster a community of really cool and niche hobby, activity, sport, art, whatever you want to call it. It was really cool, and I'm really glad that it was there. But unfortunately, like all good things, they must come to an end at some point in time. So kind of that being said, what's next for me, right? Like this channel was built off of pen spinning. So what now, given the fact that UPSB is down, I've quit pen spinning, and I've lost passion for making videos and lost passion for pen spinning? Well, the new passion that I have is video games. And so you guys have probably seen this a little bit in the past. I have streamed videos or streamed video games onto this channel on YouTube, but I've since moved over to the Twitch platform. And so if you guys do want to keep in touch with me, which is probably the biggest reason why you would end up following me or whatever, go over to my Twitch channel, go over to my other YouTube channels, and go and follow me along there. I do try to stream almost every day during the weekdays. I'm currently unemployed looking for work, so I do have the time to be able to do that. But once I do get a job, which I don't know when, hopefully sooner rather than later, after I get a job, I can't guarantee that I'll be streaming every single day. In fact, throughout the period of like the first half of next year, might not be able to stream if I have a job. That's for a reason I may explain later. But again, if you guys want to keep in touch with me, if you guys don't want to see me disappear off the face of the earth, or if you guys just want to catch up to me and see what's going on with my life for some reason, go ahead and give me a follow on twitch.tv/thekingkevin, all one word. I'll put it down below in the description. And you can also subscribe to my other YouTube channels that are video game related and tech related stuff. Although I don't really upload to those things very often, very, very sparse. uploads from those. But again, if you do want to keep up with me, go ahead and follow me on those platforms. So this is kind of like weird for me because I kind of need to sign off because that is really pretty much all that I had to say. But at the same time, I don't want to like go because if I feel like if I end this video, then I'm just done, right? Because I don't want to say, I can't say see you all in the next video because there might not be another video after this one. So I guess what I'm just trying to say is thank you very much for all that you guys have done for me. Thank you very much for all the support you guys have given me over these years. Even though I've been like a very crappy content creator, like I just went dormant for like a few years in college and then just like never explained anything. So I thank you very much for all you guys who have stuck with me, those of you guys who have defended me, for those of you guys who have been a little bit like, I guess, I don't want to say harsh on me because like I don't take things really personally, especially from like random people on the internet. But for those of you guys who like may not like me quite as much, I'm sorry that we couldn't get along better or you couldn't like me a little bit more. Ultimately, life happens, and maybe you guys can understand that. But again, if you guys do want to keep in touch with me, catch up with me, follow me on all the social media down below, and hopefully we can talk. Hopefully this doesn't have to be the last goodbye. But for now, wow. For now, this is KJ93 signing off.